Here's how to do more glitches in Peak that will impress all of your friends. All of these tricks are doable on the current patch 1.43.8, which came out on November 8th, shortly after the Roots biome was added. So hopefully the devs don't find this video like they did with the last one, or else they might patch them out. Some of these glitches are just features or tricks rather than actual glitches, so let's get right into it.
Right now, it's not getting away from me.
Oh, whoa! Whoa! Whoa, where did he go?
In the Mesa biome, there are these cactus balls that you can stick onto and pick up. If you charge up a throw and grab onto it midair, you can actually throw yourself across with the item. All you have to do is hold down the throw button and hold down your left click the entire time, and after you release the Q button to throw, just spam E to grab onto the item. If you did it right, you'll get flung across a small distance. This trick doesn't work that often if you position your cursor too high from my experience, so try it yourself to find that sweet spot of where to aim, and make your friends very confused on how you're just launching yourself everywhere.
What the f, dude? I cannot process that.
In the new Roots biome, there are various shroomberries scattered around that will grant you random effects depending on the day. One of the possible effects you can get is low gravity mode, where for 15 seconds, you'll be surrounded by a wind tornado that makes you lighter. This is considered a good effect, so only eat the red, yellow, and maybe purple shroomberries to try to go for this trick, since you can't get low gravity mode from green and blue shroomberries. After you find out which berry has a low gravity mode and eat it, I recommend just holding a balloon in your hand without using it, and you will get a crazy amount of vertical distance, letting you skip a good portion of the climb. Just make sure that you're near some kind of wall, or you put away your balloon before you go too high, so that when the effect ends, you have somewhere to safely land. If you manage to find multiple gravity shroomberries, you can chain them to skip a huge portion of the maps, like here for example, where I just shoot up the kiln with just 2 of the items. If you want to get the ultimate badge that requires you to catch a flying disc from 100 meters away, there's a really easy way to increase your throw distance. Instead of just standing still and throwing it, if you combine your throw with a sprint jump, the disc will travel a crazy amount farther if you time the throw as your body is moving upward from the jump. This means that you can just do it with a friend as soon as the game starts at the shore, instead of bringing the disc with you to a higher elevation. I also heard that you can get this badge alone if you throw the disc into water and pick it up, since the water isn't considered to be the ground, but I haven't been able to confirm this yet, so someone let me know if it's true. In the Roots biome, starting from the regular Peak difficulty, there will be occasional zombies that spawn that chase players around. There are various ways to outplay the zombies, so you can look cool in front of your friends. The zombie lunges at the player at the getting close, so you can just run away to the side as it charges at you. And if you're near a cliff, it'll comically fall down into the abyss. You can also just chill on top of the big bouncy mushrooms since zombies can't charge while on them, but my favorite thing to do is to use something like a flying disc to repeatedly bonk the zombie in the corner for infinite stun time until they turn to a skeleton, or just use a blowgun to make it go to sleep. If you want to get the cryptogastronomy badge, you have to cook and eat a new item called the Mandrake, which can spawn 50% of the time when you pick up a medicinal root. The only problem is, the Mandrake screams loudly, causing every player in a 10-meter radius to slowly gain the drowsy effect. And if you don't have a portable stove in your inventory, it will be hard to carry it all the way to a campfire without going unconscious. There are 2 tricks you can do to avoid this problem. Normally, you can only hold the Mandrake in your hand and can't store it in an inventory slot. You can put it in your bag, but you'll still hear the screaming. So when you get near a medicinal root, grab onto a wall nearby and then pick up the item while attached, which will move it into your inventory without ever being in your hand. This will only work if the root is still stuck in the ground and not if it's been dropped by a player. You'll be able to tell if you got a medicinal root or the Mandrake, since the Mandrake has a weird icon with legs and face and stuff. Just make sure to never hover over that inventory slot unless you're ready to cook it, or else you won't be able to put it back in your inventory without getting drowsy. However, there's actually a way easier method, and it's something you wouldn't expect. If you go to your settings and turn down the SFX audio slider to 0, you'll magically stop taking damage from the screaming since you can't hear it. You can then just put the Mandrake in your bag, and even though it'll keep screaming, you won't take any of the drowsy effect. I think this is honestly a really cool feature, so I don't know if it's intended, but it's good to keep in mind for now. This trick is good to know for the next and final trick. If you find yourself falling or getting knocked off the mountain, you can immediately use the play dead emote, and right before you're about to hit the ground, you can repeatedly spam an item to take it in and out, which will halt your fall momentum and let you land safely. Try to only use this trick when you know you'll fall really far, because if you use it for a small drop, you might just ragdoll even farther. This final glitch / feature is more of a backup plan rather than something you should be actively trying to do, and the explanation is kinda long. But if you're trying to get to 24 karat badge where you throw the golden idol item into the kiln, then this may help you. There are a lot of reasons why you might not be able to bring the item with you to the end. Maybe the exit to the tomb was blocked up by random rocks, or you just don't have enough stamina to climb through the mesa and have to leave the golden idol behind, or you might just die before you can take out the idol to save you. But as long as you physically picked up the idol at any point in the run, and you made it to the next campfire either by yourself or from a teammate that revived you, you can perform this trick. Whenever you activate a campfire, the previous map gets unloaded, but any item that was left will fall all the way down into the abyss below the invisible barrier. So as long as you touched the idol in the tomb but had to leave it behind, it will still be there in the void. If you really want to go retrieve it, then all you have to do after activating the caldera campfire is walk backwards into the standable platform that spawns. Then after walking a while, you fall into the void. You'll have to find a way to not die from the fall damage, either through a healing item at the last second before impact, or a parasol / fortified milk to negate the fall. Or you can use the previous fall cancel trick we talked about, where you play dead emote, then take out an item before impact. But after you safely land in the void, you have to walk around until you can find the golden idol. Remember that it'll be directly below where you left it before the map disappeared, so you'll need some level of memory to locate it. After you pick it up, walk towards the caldera. You might have to increase your render skill a bit if you don't see the huge chunk of land above you. When you get just under the start of the lava region, make sure you always have the golden idol in your hand, since you still take lava damage even down here in the void. And after your character gets fully surrounded by the orange lava effect, walk forward a bit and try jumping, and you should find yourself weirdly floating upwards back into the map. You now want to just keep sprinting forward as the lava drags you up, and your goal is to try to fit through any of the holes in the terrain above to bring yourself back into the game. This will take a while, and you have to really make sure that you manage to fit through a gap, because if you don't, then you can get stuck forever below the map until you let go of the idol, which will kill you. After you get free from purgatory, find a safe area to put away the golden idol temporarily so that you can climb up without dying. And you can throw the item into the kiln lava for your badge. But yeah, once again, this should only be done if you left your golden idol behind for whatever reason, and should only be a backup strat, since you might just make a mistake somewhere and ruin your run, unless you have something like a checkpoint flag to save you. But I hope you enjoyed the video and have fun with these glitches before they eventually get patched out. And I'll see you next time.
No, this is bad. Oh, that is crazy. No.